Your Ikigai has never been lost. It's within you, always has been. But there is this veil in front of your eyes, and removing the veil means quieting the mind, releasing the grip of fear, opening to what is already here. And this is why the Ikigai work is also healing work. You can't access your purpose while you are armored against life. Welcome back to School of Shamanism, and I'm Giada, and this is season 2, Many Paths, One Mountain. In the first episode that I recorded on my own, I introduced this season and the idea that different wisdom traditions, different healing paths, all lead to the same summit, healing, transformation, and coming home to ourselves. And today I want to share one of my own paths, which is not just shamanism, one that comes from Japan, from the island where people live longer than anywhere else on earth, together with other destinations. Ikigai coaching. You may have heard this word, has become popular in recent years. But let me take you to what actually Ikigai means and why it's one of the most powerful paths to finding your purpose, your soul missions. One of my favorite ones, actually. Ikigai is made of two parts. Iki, which means life, and Gai, which means value or worth. It comes back to the Heian period in Japan over 1,000 years ago. And Gai comes from the word Kai, which means shell, and shells were precious. So they had value. And Ikigai literally means that which makes life worth living. And this word comes specifically from Okinawa, which is one of the blue zones. You may have heard of them. The author, Dan Buettner, studied areas around the world where people live exceptionally long lives. And his team drew blue circles on a map around these places and found five of them. Ikaria in Greece, Ogliastra in Sardinia, where the oldest men in the world live, Okinawa in Japan, home to the oldest women, a peninsula in Costa Rica, and California. And what do these places have in common? Attention to diet, movement, healthy living, sleep, community, but also something deeper, a sense of purpose, a reason to get up in the morning, which is the Ikigai in Okinawa. You don't find Ikigai. It's the Ikigai that finds you. And where the popular version of Ikigai often misses this point is normally we think the opposite. Because in the shamanic understanding, everything is spirit. So your life purpose isn't just an idea in your head. It's a living energy, a presence, something that's been with you since before you were born. And the ancient Greeks called this daimon, your guiding spirit, the one who knows why you came here and what you're meant to do. The daimon doesn't speak in words like the mind does. It speaks in images, in feelings, in moments of recognitions that bypass the logic entirely. And being in the company of a good daimon, following your true purpose, leads to what the Greeks called eudaimonia, happiness. So it's not the happiness of getting what you want, but the deep fulfillment of living your destiny. And the mind normally calls this madness. The mind wants safety, predictability, but the daimon asks for trust. So why is it so hard to hear the Ikigai, to recognize your Ikigai? Why do so many people feel lost, disconnected from their meaning? They don't know why they're here because they have been hypnotized, all of us. And we come into the world with what I call natural code, and a way of seeing, feeling, being that's uniquely yours. We arrive knowing something, connected to something, and then through education, through culture, through family, society, we receive the social code, which is the matrix. And so we disconnect from our soul. And the mission of your soul can only be understood with your heart, not with your mind. But we've been trained to live in the mind, to analyze, to judge, to compare, to plan, and all of that noise takes the voice of the daimon down. So the first step in finding your Ikigai is changing your code, returning from the social code to the natural code, remembering how to see with the heart instead of the mind. So we need to reconnect with the poetic mind. We need to cultivate the poetic mind. And the poetic mind is achieved through emotions and imagination. It's the part of you that responds to a sunset and not to a scientific phenomenon. It responds to a spirit. It responds to the signs coming from the birds. Despite of everyone else telling you, don't believe it, it's not true. And to listen to the voice of your daimon, you have to silence the noisy clamor of the world. You have to abandon the dualistic view of good and bad, right and wrong, success and failure. The poetic mind frees you from the weight of judgment, anxiety, fears, distractions, and it lets you see images as what they truly are, not just pictures, but portals, communications from the invisible world. Have you ever seen a sunset, for example, and felt something or felt a connection with a person inside you? That's your daimon speaking. And most people normally ignore it and move on. But if you stay with it, if you let the image work on you, then something opens. And this is how the Ikigai finds you, through images, through moments, through the poetry of life itself. So there is a part that is active as well. You have to ask your Ikigai to come in a deep way. You have to desire it, to inhale it, to call it towards you. And the psychologist Alfred Adler called this the will to emerge, an aspect of the soul that drives you to want to do something for the world, to make your mark. And we are not talking about ego. We are talking about something that goes beyond yourself. Your life purpose is beyond the self. It's connected to the soul of the world, not just your personal soul. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be very simple, just small mark. It can be accompanying your niece to school every day, which is one of the things that you would really find in Okinawa. Making someone laugh, growing a garden, something that serves life. Rather than your own ego. So you have to ask the Ikigai to reveal itself and to create the conditions to find you. But you will of course have blocks inside yourself. And the mission of the soul is ultimately one thing for all of us: to rediscover the union with love in general. And so you need to dissolve your resistance to love, your attachments, your fears. And we're not speaking about romantic love. We are speaking about universal love, the old wounds that keep you defended. And the work is to remove what the Eastern traditions call the veil of Maya, the illusion that keeps you from seeing clearly. Love and psyche in the Greek mythology have never really been separated. Your Ikigai has never been lost. It's within you, always has been. But there is this veil in front of your eyes, and removing the veil means quieting the mind, releasing the grip of fear, opening to what is already here. And this is why the Ikigai work is also healing work. You can't access your purpose while you are armored against life. And you need to trust your body, which is, for example, in Okinawa, they practice the 80% rule, eating until you are 80% full, just not overloading your body. Trusting the organs to do their work. To trust the soul is also to trust your organs, because the body and the soul are two aspects of the same reality. They're not separate. So your organs are your ancestors, and this is also what Jung used to say. They preserve your memory. And if we go back to the mythical time, organs are gods. They become material objects only because the modern mind needs to control and measure everything. But a heart is not just a pump. A liver is not just a filter. They are alive with intelligence. And when you live a healthy life, rules that we all know. When you pay attention to what you eat and drink, how you move, how you rest, you are creating the conditions for your Ikigai to emerge. And energy doesn't depend on age. It's an inner force. And it flows more freely through a body that's cared for. So we know that. And this is are just the basic elements to speak about the Ikigai. We are going to record another episode in a while about continuing this beautiful conversation about the Ikigai. So the first things that you can ask yourself: have I asked my soul mission to come to me?